help me tell that story? He's like, yeah, come on down. And so a month later, I'm driving down to Nashville, and I sit in a room with Mark Irwin, and I tell him my story. In an hour and a half, we have a song. And I'm sitting here like, I tried for a year to write a song, and it wasn't working. And in an hour and a half, we wrote a song.
What year was this when you came down?
This had to be 2010, 2011, I think.
Okay.
And so I was just blown away that they could do what they did. And so I want to bring every veteran I know to Nashville to tell their story. So am I thinking about this? My buddy Jesse, who's missing his leg from an IED blast and burns over 60% of his body, salty or human, doesn't talk about a story. But I've known him since childhood. He also went in the Marine Corps. He was with Charlie Company. He was a reserve unit. They got hit really bad. And so
Charlie Company with a reserve
it was like
unit?
Peoria, Illinois, Charlie Company.
Did he get hit when he was in an AAV?
Possibly. Actually, yeah, I think it was because Ty Ziegel was there, and he's since passed away. He was the most, I don't know how you say it, disfigured Marine ever from that, because he like everything was gone pretty much. It was a bad blast that he was in, and then Jesse got kind of like the second worst, but it was mainly burns and missing his leg.
Yeah.
But he's still a guy today who climbs telephone poles. He legitimately, like, with his prosthetic.
He's a lineman?
Yeah, he does all this stuff. He works on the roads and does all this crazy stuff, like, with his prosthetic. That's salt of the earth, devout Christian man, family man, doesn't talk, doesn't want to burden other people with his stories kind of thing.
Jeez.
And so I knew that if I can get Jesse to talk, I can get anybody to talk. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I just did 4 years of art and now songwriting, and I'm back to almost normal. That 9 on that,
feeling a lot better.
That 9 on that scale, 0 was taking my life. I was at a 9. I was at probably an 85 after going to school, learning how to process my trauma, how to tell my own story, how to write music. I was at an 85. So going from like one-on-one speeches and not being able to do job interviews to now being able to do job interviews and talking to people. Still wasn't the best, but I was better. And so I thought, could I really help a veteran in like a one session thing though? Because I've been doing this for 4 years. Maybe that's why I'm better. Can I do this in like a 3-hour writing session? And will a veteran want to? So I meet this other songwriter while I'm down here named Jeff Copeland and Rob Blackledge and Noel Billings, who are in this band called Blackjack Billy. And they have some number ones as writers as well. And I showed him a photo of Jesse that I had, that I took a photo of him on his Harley one time. I was like, hey, this is a friend of mine. If I brought him to Nashville, will you help tell the story? They're like, yeah, man, we'll do that. So I go with Jesse. I'm like, hey, I know you don't like talking about what happened, but if I brought you to Nashville, would you sit with me in a writer's room and like share your story?